First of all, thank you. And thanks to Alan and all of you to have me here this evening. And I will be playing, I think most of you must already know about Indian classical music and the way there is what we play is called rag. And rag is certain combination of notes which is suitable to ears. That's the definition of the rag. And we get this structure when we say we play the rag. We have the structure of the rag, the notes and everything, and then we improvise. So you won't see us with paper and book that we turn the pages. It's all here. We know that this is our boundary, and then we're free to fly within the rules and regulations. So I will be playing a rag called Kirvani. It's an evening rag, and the way it starts, the piece that I will be playing, it's called Alap. It's the foundation of any rag. It's very slow, and then it um, adds up with the rhythm and but no beat cycle because I don't have any percussion, and then it ends with little excitement and action. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Reshma. It was absolutely fantastic. It just reminds me of how much I love Gandharva Veda music, because I haven't seen a live performance in some time, really, since COVID, really. And I used to actually bring musicians to Dublin, various different musicians from India. I used to tour around the country, and I've happy memories of going to all different places in Ireland. And sometimes you'd have a lot of people showing up, and sometimes you wouldn't have so many people showing up. But the
I know
musicians,
that.
I always just got into it, and it didn't matter if there was only 10 people in the room, they'd still create this fantastic atmosphere. And even though you're on Zoom and you're a couple of thousand miles away, I definitely felt the power of the music in that. It was
Thank
just,
you. That's the power of this music. We have done so many concert tours, and it's the same thing. Sometimes the hall would be packed, and sometimes there are just a few in the TM centers. But still, when you pick up the instrument, it's a different thing. It's a different zone that you get into,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter to see a lot of people, but as long as you are doing your job nicely, it's all worth it.
exactly, exactly. And Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who was my guru, he was very
I'm too.
keen.
I'm a
Okay.
long time TM practitioner and a siddha.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. I think it shows in your music. But I mean, Maharishi was a very, I came to Gandharva Ved through Maharishi. I wouldn't have known anything about Gandharva Ved music until Maharishi started to, I'd go to Flow Drop and places like that, and he'd have musicians there in the Orangi Hall in Rormond, the local town there. You've probably played there. And,
Yes,
it was,
Audrey.
yeah,
The, yes, I've
fantastic
done.
introduction to it. So it's
I've
great.
been.
So maybe when we're out of all this COVID thing and we're back traveling again, maybe myself and Alan might get together and we'll arrange a tour of the United Kingdom and Ireland for you sometime. And a big thank you to Alan for the suggestion. Sorry it's short tonight. I know you're probably used to playing for hours and everything like that. I know Ragas can go on, but we have a limited amount of time this evening. But just Jay Gurudev, thank you very, very much. It was an honor and a pleasure to meet you. And maybe Rajvinder wants to say, as our representative from India over here.
Okay.
Hi, Rajvinder. You're muted, Rajvinder.
Oh yeah, sorry. That was beautiful, Reshma. Thank you. Thank you so much for you to be up at this hour of the night there. That showed the dedication for you for music, and then as a TMer, it's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you to Alan as well for organizing this. Pleasure.
So Rajvinder is the exponent of Ayurveda here, and you're the exponent of Gandharva Veda. So we have many aspects of Vedic knowledge this evening. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And
No.
oh yeah, Alan,
No.
hiya.
Hi, I knew your past experiences of putting on bands Indian style. So that's a blast from the past.
Very
Jai
good.
Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Thanks very much, Alan. Thanks very much. Thanks very much for the suggestion, Okay, thank you. So okay, so we're going to move on now, and we'll have some poetry now. So I'm just going to find Jenny. Jenny Pittman has some unless she's gone, maybe.
Oh, she's there. She's there. She's waving at you.
Okay, she didn't come up when I typed in. I'm just wondering, is there a different name on her computer, because she's not.
She just have it as Pitman.
Yeah, sorry, sorry. I've got my name as Pittman's here.
Okay, actually, everybody's getting unmuted somehow. I'm not too sure how that's happening, but you're unmuted anyway, Jenny. So that's grand.
Oh, good.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Okay, shall I just give you a little background to my
Absolutely.
poetry?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I live in Jersey, which is in the Channel Islands, and we are 14 miles from France. So we're very close to France and not so close to England. So we're kind of we're a bit different actually in Jersey here, because we're very influenced by French culture, and our history goes back to 1066, and it's a very complicated thing. But we are Jersey people, and we are part of the British Constitution, but we have our own laws. So it's quite an interesting subject if you want to look into it. Now, I've been writing poetry since I was a little girl as a way of dealing with a lot of childhood trauma that I had. And it was kind of a creative outlet for me to help myself, basically. And I've developed it more in recent years. I'm doing a lot more poetry, and lots of my friends have said, we really ought to publish. So this is my first ever time reciting poetry to anybody as an audience. I've never done that before. So I'll start.
Well, a very auspicious day to start. Anyway. The first day of
Yeah.
summer 2022. So.
And I do write lots of funny poetry, but tonight I think it's probably better to do some of my more subdued things, because it's more kind of a special day for that, I think. And I love gardening, so here's one about my garden. And just to let you know, I've been meditating for 36 years, and I'm a Siddha.
Fantastic.
And I love Don. I don't know where he is. Is he here tonight?
Don is up at the moment. I thought he's actually on a consciousness course, which is clashing.
Oh, okay.
We couldn't move the Solstice for him, so he had to go on the consciousness course. So I think he's going to join us a bit later on, you know.
Right, so this is about my garden. I love gardening, all things creative. So this is about my garden, okay? And I'm a bit nervous because I haven't done this before. Okay. Spiders weave their silken threads, translucent wings of insects shine, and perfume wafts from jasmine flowers, intoxicating and sublime. Butterflies unfold their wings to seek the warmth of golden rays, and in the distance, seagulls soar, white specks on sky blue misty haze. Delphiniums stand proud and tall, magnificent in white and blue, and antique roses nod their heads in blushing pink and scarlet hues. Here I sit and contemplate my garden's treasures at their best, a haven of tranquility, a place to breathe, a place to rest.
Very nice.
So that's
Very nice.
that was that.
And do you have I know you're into gardening, do you have a big garden?
Yeah, I've got 2 gardens, and it's full of roses and lots of stuff for butterflies and bees. I do organic gardening.
Okay.
So I like to do it for nature, you know, and hedgehogs and bees, mainly for the bees. And the butterflies and the bat. We've got loads of bats over here as well. So now I've got quite a difficult one here, but I will attempt to read it. It's quite it's going back to my childhood, so I hope this is appropriate for this audience, but I'm hoping it will be okay. No, it's a hopeful poem, all right? And it's called Starting Again. I'm starting again, going back to the start, to the innocent child, so much love in her heart, not alone in the world with this crippling shame and the raging inferno of guilt and of blame. A hostage to him, one thing on his mind, fox-like and cunning, he kept them all blind. But love him I did as a dutiful daughter. My pleas went unheard as he led me to slaughter. Some of you know and some walk away, but I'll lay it all bare, and I'm willing to say that the laughter and smiles were a mask, don't you see? The truth must be told so my soul can be freed. I'm starting again, the diamond new, the first blade of grass, the glistening dew, the innocent girl who deserved so much more. No protection from him, now I'm settling the score. And the love that I feel for my own little girl will help heal the wounds as we walk through the world. So I'm starting again, and I'll learn to forgive. Even hard as it is, I'll go on and I'll live the way I know how, sharing humour and laughs, honing my skills and learning new crafts. And when my life's done, when my body's no more, the little girl, broken and crouched on the floor, will fly to the stars and the moon and the sun. Till then I'm starting again, my future's begun.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, summer solstice is a great time for new beginnings and new starting. So
yeah,
You've probably
Yeah.
started again a few times, but anyway, we're all starting again all the time in life.
Sorry, I
And
hope it's not too heavy for you.
yeah, and you started again when you learn TM as well, you know.
Yeah,
You
yes, yes.
realize that like many people have problems in this life and there's all sorts of things going on, but there's an area of everybody that's untouched by anything except God. It's
Yeah.
an area that's untouched by anything that's gone on except God, and that's the transcendent aspect of your nature. So,
And that, I have to say that all throughout the time of all my problems I've ever had, the TM has really saved my life, actually.
good.
It's really helped. And I'm going through a bit difficult time at the minute because my husband's divorcing me and my daughter doesn't want to talk to me, and I'm thinking, oh my God, so I've got to really come.
You've
It's
got it
really
all on your
awful.
shoulders there.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And I've got a puppy and a disabled cat and 2 guinea pigs, and I'm thinking, how am I going to get through this? So I really need to do my
do your TM, keep doing your TM, and just keep looking on. You know, this world is full of misery, and we can focus on, if people want to look at misery, there's no end of it. You know, I'm in the healthcare area, and if you look around at people's health, I mean, there's absolutely no end of misery and suffering, but that's never where you bother with your attention, you know, because it just leads you down. So there's the other aspect of life as well, which is happiness and joy and all of those things. Now I accept poetry as a way of expressing and moving on in these things, you know, but that's the main aim, would be to move on and expand and everything like that, you know.
You know what I do know? I write a lot of funny poetry. In fact, I'll do you one now, okay, to just lighten the mood a bit. And this is when I went through the menopause, which I'm through now for the last 10 years. But here's one. It's called, I haven't called it anything. I'm not very glam. I like pickle with ham, and sometimes I have it with mustard. If you saw my plum crumble, your stomach would rumble, and you'd die for a slice of my custard.
Very good.
Okay, can I do another quick one?
Just a quick one, yeah, and then we.
Okay.
Yeah.
Estrogen, wherefore art thou, estrogen? Hairy nostrils, hairy toes. Where's my waistline? No one knows. Talking rude, eat more food. No more feeling in the mood. Grumpy mum, big fat tum. Even larger lumpy bum. HRT, not for me. Drink a cup of herbal tea. 25, felt alive. Danced all night, not home till 5. Now it's crochet this and gardening that, and look at my beautiful crazy cats. And hey, I've mellowed. That's good news, but I wish I could ditch the 10 o'clock news.
Very good. Okay. Thanks
And I'm
very
done
much.
then.
Thanks very much. Well done. You did great. You did great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
keep the lightness around you,
Yes.
Danny.
Thank
Yes, that's what you need.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks.
Good.
Okay, so I think we have a singer next, if I can find him, and that's Stephen Hubble, even though I didn't see his, I don't think Stephen is on. Okay, I don't actually think Stephen is on, so let me just go to my list here. So Nadia, if Nadia is on, let me see, can I find Nadia? Okay, Nadia, I don't see there. If Nadia or Stephen are on, if they just send me a chat, Rajinder, if you just take a look at the chats just to make sure that we have some of the people that want to play for us are not actually here. So the next one, no, we leave that to the end. Eleanor, let's see, is Eleanor here? Okay, we're running out of entertainers. That's 3 that haven't. Eleanor is not here. So if Eleanor Dawson or Steve or let's see who's the other person, or Nadia are there from if they're there, if they can send me a text, you know. There was somebody there wanted to do a poem about choice. Patricia, was it Patricia? Yeah, Patricia's iPhone. Maybe Patricia, if you'd like to give us a poem. I'll just unmute you. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, Patricia. How you doing?
Hi, hello, Noel. How are you? It's a very short poem. It won't take. It's only a few words, but I just thought it was nice for this time of the year. It's about choice, and it's just a simple few words. It's known as living the life you want. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself, what makes you come alive? And then go and do that, because what the world needs is people who have come alive. And that was something that Harold Whitman had once said.
Okay.
But I just thought around the whole ethos of Ayurveda, that's really how I see it, is coming alive.
Coming alive, yeah. It's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah, and having that choice, living the life you want.
Okay, okay. Well, thanks very much, Patricia, for coming on. That's great.
Okay, thank you.
So, actually, we didn't have that many entertainers. I mean, I was aware that we wouldn't really have a huge number of people on this evening. And the reason being is that we've been in lockdown for 2 years. And I suppose this is the first June that people can get up and go away and go on holidays and all that type of thing. So I wasn't expecting 300 or so. I think we have about 97 on at the moment. And we didn't have the usual big list of entertainers either, because some of them people were away as well. But unfortunately, 3 of our entertainers have not shown up. So what we'll do is we'll go to the person I was going to save for the last. I hope they're there now, which is Karen and Billy. And maybe Karen, Billy and Karen give us a few songs. Are you there, Billy? You can unmute yourself.
Say hello, Billy Bob.
Hello, Noel.
Hey, how you doing?
He's just grabbing a guitar. 1 second now.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
How you doing, Noel?
Very good.
Folks?
Very good.
Hello.
Great to see you all again.
Good, good. Oh, someone's there saying they have a poem. Okay, we'll do that later on. Yeah. So if you give us a few songs, Billy, that'd be great. Were you away somewhere?
Yeah, I was down the pub a minute ago.
Oh, good man. Singing there as well.
No. I was celebrating Noel. Today it has been a very big day for me. That today I just finished my new album.
Oh, fantastic.
And so we have it mastered and everything just out of recording studio. So it goes from this to print. And also today I just achieved my truck driving license.
Okay, okay.
So I'm now a mother trucker.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is.
Is this for carrying all your gear for the upcoming tour?
Hopefully, Noel. Hopefully, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to think I will never have to drive a truck, insofar as that, because I'm just tired of being hungry and fucking broke all the time.
Yeah. Well, the last 2 years haven't been good for that anyway. But
yeah, and in the last couple of years it has been very poor for musicians and stuff. But it's great to have achieved that, and now maybe I can get a job and earn a few quid maybe to pay a few bills.
okay.
But in the meantime, as I said, I have a new album coming out, and we're going to launch it on the 15th of September in the Source in Thurles, which is a beautiful, beautiful venue. It's a beautiful theatre. And so if any from anywhere all over the world want to come over and see it, you're more than welcome to come on.
What date is that again?
The 15th of September.
15th of September in the Source in Thurles.
Yeah. And it's a really cool venue, I mean, it's an extremely cool venue,
Okay.
But and so like it was interesting because I got a phone call from the studio yesterday, and they said, "Hey, dude, your album is ready." And as I said, just because it's the summer solstice, and today I had to sit my truck driving license, and I just passed it. So again, two big
things. Yeah, good.
Yeah, two big things. Actually, So
that's good start. Good auspicious start to the summer for you.
Yeah. And as I said, hopefully I never have to drive a truck. But if I do have to, we can pull out all the stops and do that as well.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So it's great to see you all again. Great to see you, Noel, and great to see you, Raz, and everybody. And I can't believe it's been so long we've been doing this. And I'm amazed with how brilliant the standard is here tonight. That lady who just started reciting the poems there just before I came on here, absolutely fantastic. I mean, really, really cool.
Good.
She's a really, really cool poet, and I'm just amazed, absolutely amazed. And really, it's a great when you hear people who can put words together that can move you. That's very cool, very cool. You know. So without further ado, we'll sing a couple of songs. I'm going to sing this song. It's a song called "The Old Worn Bandito," and a bandito is to my memory was an old Mexican who would have been on the wrong side of the law. And every time you saw him in the old cowboy movies, you know, they were always very wrinkled from looking into the sun, and the skin like leather, that kind of effect, like, you know. And I wrote this song about my neighbor, my next door neighbor here, who died recently, but he was 93 when he died, and he'd spent his whole life looking for something that he never realized that he had until he had lost it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand that? Okay, cool. So this is a song called "The Old Worn Bandito." Yeah. Karen Bob is gonna sing with me as well. He squints up his eyes at the sun like an old worn bandito. He sits with a drink in his hand when his day is done. He tells of a love he once knew, of a young senorita. He talks of the battles he fought, the wars that he won. The veins in his hands show the strain of the years of hard labor. The lines on his face show the depth of his sorrow and pain. He's tired of his life, but sometimes there's moments he savors. He remembers the good times and recalls his old memories again. He knows that there's nothing in life lasts forever. He remembers the first time he saw him. They fell in love. She's been gone for a while, but someday they will be back together. And he'll hold her once more and they'll dance in the heavens above. He sits on his porch and he welcomes the end of an evening. He thinks of a time way back when he had it all. He says a short prayer for small mercies, the things he believes in. For it's better to have loved and lost than no love at all. He knows that there's nothing in life lasts forever. He remembers the first time he saw her, and they fell in love. She's been gone for a while, but someday they will be back together. And he'll hold her once more and they'll dance in the heavens above. Lays in his bed and he wakes and he curses the morning. for those who would care, he will smile and try to go on. He fears what the day it might bring, the loneliness dawning. For his eyes show his heart has been broke and his spirit is gone. He knows that there's nothing in life lasts forever. He remembers the first time he saw her, they fell in love. She's been gone for a while, but someday they will be back together. And he'll hold her once more and they'll dance in the heavens above. One more time. He knows that there's nothing in life lasts forever. He remembers the first time he saw her, they fell in love. She's been gone for a while, but someday they will be back together. And he'll hold her once more and they'll dance in the heavens above. And he'll hold her once more and they'll dance in the heavens above.
Well done, Billy. Very good. I hadn't heard that one before. That's great. Is that on your new album or is that an old song?
No, that's an older song. No, an older song, yeah. That was on the last album I made, actually. The album, The Mona Lisa Smile.
All right, okay.
That was on that album, particularly, yeah. So,
are you on Spotify?
Sorry?
Are you on Spotify? Can people get you?
No, I don't put my songs on Spotify because they don't pay.
They don't pay anything. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not very musician friendly when it gets down to my level of musicianship. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're one of the big names and you know you're selling hundreds of millions of albums, you might get payment out of them. But I mean, we don't. You know, so I'm on Bandcamp.
Okay.
Bandcamp would be a very friendly musician site, and so it's like Spotify, only for, as I said, the musicians get all the money of the downloads. Do you understand?
So what you do is put that into the chat when you're finished, you know, and so that you know people want to get your music, then they can go there and they can download it, you know.
Cool.
And you can listen to them on that website too. You can listen to them a few times.
Okay. Well, definitely put that in the chat because a lot of people are very used to your playing now, you know. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much. So this next song is a song called Mr. Monogamous, and it's a song about people having a one-man, one-woman relationship, which is probably a rare thing these days. Because it's so hard when you think of there's so many people out there and there's so much being offered and so much on the plate, and so some say the heart is strong, but sometimes the flesh is weak. Some say the soundless rock has been known sometimes to creak. Some say the Iron Curtain was destined to come down. So say the sky's falling and it's gonna hit the ground. So say a pretty woman can be easy on the eye. Some say you gotta try 'em all before you up and die. But if you're asking me, we got nothing to discuss, 'cause I'm Mr. Monogamous. Some men look up and see the moon, some and see the stars. Some and they see motorbikes and some and they see cars. Some and they like fishing with a big old fishing rod. Some and they like saying prayers and getting close to God. Some men will always tell you it's been widely understood. A little bit of what you like, but always to you good. Now maybe I'm just crazy, we got nothing to discuss, 'cause I'm Mr. Man, oh, come on. Now you can dance all sexy with your body really slow. Raise the temperature to hot from 40 down below. Display your luscious bosom like some sweet exotic fruit. You're poured into that little dress that makes you look so cute. You can flash your smile at me and bat your doughy eyes. Show off your lovely long legs from your ankles to your thighs. Now maybe I'm just crazy, we got nothing to discuss, 'cause I'm Mr. Man, oh, come on. Now if you're out there preying on each lady passing by, it's just like an addiction, you're wanting to get high. If you find you're chasing from the pillar to the post, if you're the kind of man they say who can't give up the ghost, or you're the kind of person that old Satan wants to meet, he's living in your neighborhood, he's walking down your street, but he ain't talking to me, we got nothing to discuss, 'cause I'm Mr. Man, oh, come on. Now you can dance all sexy with your body really slow. Raise the temperature to hot from 40 down below. Display your luscious bosom like some sweet exotic fruit. You're poured into that little dress that makes you look so cute. You can flash your smile at me and bat your doughy eyes. Show off your lovely long legs from your ankles to your thighs. Now maybe I'm just crazy, we got nothing to discuss, 'cause I'm Mr. Man, oh, come on. Now I'm no one for talking, heaven knows that I'm no saint. Sometimes I laugh your living into pictures that you paint. Sometimes you gotta pay the price for the silly things you do. Sometimes you gotta turn the leaf and start your life anew. Sometimes you gotta understand you reap what you may sow. The grass ain't always greener on the other side, you know. Or maybe I'm just crazy, we got nothing to discuss, 'cause I'm Mr. Man, oh, come on. Now you can dance all sexy, move your body really slow. Raise the temperature to hot from 40 down below. Display your luscious bosom like some sweet exotic fruit. You're poured into that little dress that makes you look so cute. You can flash your smile at me and bat your doughy eyes. Show off your lovely long legs from your ankles to your thighs. Now maybe I'm just crazy, we got nothing to discuss, 'cause I'm Mr. Man, oh, come on. Now you can dance all sexy with your body really slow. Raise the temperature to hot from 40 down below. Display your luscious bosom like some sweet exotic fruit. You're poured into that little dress that makes you look so cute. You can flash your smile at me and bat your doughy eyes. Show off your lovely long legs from your ankles to your thighs. Now maybe I'm just crazy, we got nothing to discuss, 'cause I'm Mr. Man, oh, come on. And maybe I'm just crazy, we got nothing to discuss, 'cause I'm Mr. Man, oh, come on.
Well done, Billy.
Thank you very much, Noel.
Very good. Very good.
Can we sing another one?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me grab my cap up.
Yeah. No problem.
Oh, here you go.
Okay, cool. Know one of your parents on tonight?
Well, I was just thinking about when you sang the song for my mom, but my mom passed away in January. So,
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that.
yeah, but she was sick for a good while now, I got to spend the last 6 months with her. Like I was with her every day, so it was grand. But she passed away, so it's 6 months now, But I see my dad is on, so my dad's listening in tonight,
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, well, listen to me. For your dad, and especially for your mom, maybe I'm going to play this song. I played it before for the pair of them, but I mean, your mother was such a lovely lady, and this is a song I wrote called "The Mona Lisa Smile." Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one you played for her. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't mind, I'm going to dedicate this song to your mom tonight again. And as I said, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's never easy to lose somebody that you love.
She's listening in wherever she is, you know. So
yeah. Thanks be to God, because we do TM and things like that. We know these things. You know what I'm saying? We understand these things. So this is a song I'd like to dedicate to Noel's mum and dad, and the dad is on here tonight. So it's a song called The Mona Lisa Smile, and Noel's mother was a beautiful lady. Never met her, but I'm sure, I mean, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and when you look at Noel there, you know, what a fruit. Picture hangs upon the wall, mansions framed with marble halls, there with care and tenderness, not a shade nor shadow mist, the artist's hand has said it all. There you sit now all alone, so much about you never known, and those who chanced to pass you by wondered who you were and why. Mona Lisa, did you smile? And there you greet them every day, a lifeless soul long passed away. There they gaze and look upon such beauty of the days long gone. Who you were, I hear them say, and lovers holding hand in hand, for reasons they don't understand. In silent tears they sit and cry, with their eyes they question why. Mona Lisa, did you smile? Mona Lisa, did you ever know, way back all those many years ago, that fabled tale and myth and legends grow? Mona Lisa, if the truth be told, Mona Lisa, when all's said and done, the question on the tip of every tongue, the answer searched and sought by everyone. Why, Mona Lisa, did you smile? But there you sit without a word, your story told and widely heard, all draped with mystery and fame, with reverence they speak her name, like secrets of an ancient world. And people come from everywhere, the legions of the ones who care, and those who seek the grail so dear, like pilgrims journey just to hear. Why, Mona Lisa, did you smile? Mona Lisa, did you ever know, way back all those many years ago, that fabled tale and myth and legends grow? Mona Lisa, if the truth be told, Mona Lisa, when all's said and done, the question on the tip of every tongue, the answer searched and sought by everyone. Why, Mona Lisa, did you smile? One more time. Mona Lisa, did you ever know, way back all those many years ago, that fabled tale and myth and legends grow? Mona Lisa, if the truth be told, Mona Lisa, when all's said and done, the question on the tip of every tongue, the answer searched and sought by everyone. Why, Mona Lisa, did you smile? The answer searched and sought by everyone. Why, Mona Lisa, did you smile?
Great, Billy. Thank you very much. I'll always think of my mom when I hear that song. The time you played it for her,
that's a cool thing to think of. You know, it's a very cool thing to think of, and I will always think of your mother when I sing that song, Noel, as well. I mean, because as I said, I'm so sorry to hear that she passed away.
Yeah, she passed away last January, you know, but
Poor lady.
yeah.
What a
Well, we were
wonderful.
with her. We got her home from hospital. She was in the house for a good few months, and we were with her every day. So
That
she
was
Oh,
very
that's
cool.
nice.
That was
had all her
very
family around her, and it was
Yeah.
very sad. It's very sad losing somebody, but
so
still,
cool.
she was 93 years of age, and I know that's not saying anything. You know, it's not a reason to die either. But she had a great life, and it's my dad's 94 now, and he's still driving and still completely compos mente and everything like that. I can see him in the living room there. He's smiling, you know. So maybe we'll get him to say a word later on or so, you know. But anyway, Billy, thanks very much for that. Beautiful. Thank you.
No bother. No. Want me to do another song?
We'll do one more. We have a few people after texting me to say that they'd like to do, you know, they realize some of the entertainers didn't turn up. So a few people have come on to say that they'd like to recite a poem. So what we'll do is do one more, Billy, and then we'll.
Why don't you go to some of them then, and maybe we'll go back to me again.
Yeah, we'll come back if you're willing to hang on.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
Okay, that'll be fantastic, you know. So we have a poem from a man called Lynn Gordon. I'm gonna unmute Lynn now. And Lynn, if you're there, you should be able to unmute yourself.
I have just done that.
Great. I can hear you loud and clear.
Very good. Thank you very much. I'm really enjoying this Solstice Festival.
Great.
Well, I first came across Ayurveda when I was in Canada as a student a few years ago, and I went to a college to learn acupuncture, and I took a course on herbs, and I got hold of this book.
All the yoga herbs, yeah.
It's a wonderful book, but I've been crazy about Ayurveda for many years.
Good.
Anyway,
I hope you've done our 7-lesson course, online course. If you haven't done that, you need to do that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I just a bit of background to this poem. I have a very good friend. She's a premier acupuncturist who died a couple of months ago. And her husband notified me that she was very ill. And I wrote this poem for her, which he read to her, and then it was read aloud at a funeral. And I think considering your mother died 6 months ago, you might find something of great interest in it. All right. It's called In a Time of Passing. Before comes the source of our arising. And after that, we have our now and then. The open stars call us to remember amongst that myriad light, we find our home, never lost nor on our own. Brief time when we say, this is yours, this is mine. A spark is what we see when life and death touch and flare, inviting us to step again, to dare and start the blaze that brings the soul to leave a mark, a trace, an outline from the spark. In truth, there is no now and then, nor becoming, nor going to another place. Only this unending life, unborn, undying, impossible to be late as we passage through the gateless gate. Amidst the tears that fall have no fears, that in this hall of infinite reflection there might be misgiving or rejection. So in this moment of greatest sorrow, we borrow the wisdom of the old that urges us, be bold, and take upon ourselves the task to fill again the flask of joy and laughter. See now the open sky, even as tears fill and spill their way to dusty earth, this passage that begins with birth and seems to end in the blinking of an eye, really is the touch of bliss, granted as a tender kiss, approving of a deeper love than minds can grasp while still we walk the earth. And yet, we remember and forget this cycle a necessity, that we might learn to host that love. So when we come upon that date of leaving as decreed by fate, we find the voice to sing by choice, the Hallelujah chorus, a refrain we sing again, again, again. This below is as above, ever whole and perfect and complete. No matter what our history, we return again to mystery, There is a date we know as fate, the passing through the gateless gate, as we did at birth, when first arriving on this earth. Now again, the gate swings wide. Life's ocean rises and we catch the tide that carries us beyond the veil, where thoughts of now and then prevail. As if the ocean could be cut apart and left ajar, like wounds we know that leave a scar. In truth, there is no near and far, only here at once and always. We cannot cling to what we've heard or what we've seen. Wisdom calls, and we must go into a realm we do not know. Performance over, comes down the curtain, and then we rise and leave. So do not grieve the ending of the act. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another play. So cry your tears, but have no fears, for dawn grows bright, this daughter of the night. That's that.
Very nice, very nice. It reminds me nearly of the Upanishads, to be honest, you know. It's very beautiful. Can I ask if you're a meditator?
Yes, I've meditated. I've been playing Tai Chi for over 40 years.
Yeah.
I practice a healing modality called Traeger, developed by Milton Traeger. And it's a form of body work, very soft, but it gets right to the core of who we are.
Okay.
It's been very, very profound with many things. So for me, Tai Chi is moving, it's meditation in motion.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Okay. Yeah, because there's...
And we also sit, my wife has been a student of a Zen teacher for about 15 years.
Okay. Wow, because there's definitely a very strong aspect of the transcendent in your poetry, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we know that this is
yeah,
this now and then is an illusion. There's only here and now.
It's very wise, all right. Yeah, there's wisdom in there. You know? Okay, well, thank you very much for that. Right. Thanks very much. Your wife put your name forward there, you know. So thank you very much. Yeah, namaskar. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. So I think sorry. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So Roberta, I think, wants to do a poem. Roberta, are you on?
Hi there, Noel. You had a lot of poems, so I was just going to say you can miss me out if you like. And it's
sure. Why would we miss you out, Roberta? You couldn't do that. My God, the sun blazing in the window there behind you. So I mean, we got that. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, that's quite good because the poem's called Summer because today's the first day of summer. I didn't write it. Christina Rossetti wrote it, but I thought it was a good idea for today, being the solstice, to have a wee revisit to this one.
Absolutely.
So here we are, summer. Winter is cold-hearted, spring is yea and nay, autumn is a weathercock, blown every way. Summer days for me, when every leaf is on its tree. When robin's not a beggar and Jenny Wren's a bride, and larks hang singing, singing, singing over the wheat fields wide, and anchored lilies ride, and the pendulum spider swings from side to side. And blue-black beetles transact business, and gnats fly in a host, and furry caterpillars hasten that no time be lost, and moths grow fat and thrive, and ladybirds arrive. Before green apples blush, before green nuts embrown, why, one day in the country is worth a month in town, is worth a day and a year of the dusty, musty, lag-last fashion that days drone elsewhere.
Very nice, Roberta. Very, very nice. Who's the author?
That was Christina Rossetti.
Okay.
And I've got another one, Summer from a Child's Viewpoint, if that's okay. Very
quickly. Yeah, go.
My shadow. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He's very, very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow, not at all like proper children, which is always very slow, for he sometimes shoots up taller than an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play, and he can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. He stays so close beside me. He's a coward, you can see. I'd think shame to stick a nursie as that shadow sticks to me. One morning, very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed.
Very nice. Thank you, Roberta. That's lovely. So Antoinette Flanagan just wants to say a little prayer she has that she wants to say. So we let Antoinette come on. Antoinette, are you with us?
Gurmaga Tom Shaw.
Oh, Mahan Colleen.
Couple of focal. Divine love, support us all day long until the shadows lengthen and evening comes and the busy world is hushed and the fever of life is over and our work is done. Then in your love, grant us a safe lodging and a holy rest and peace at last. Amen.
Thank you very much, Antoinette. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you. So what I think we'll do, I'm just looking at the time now. So it's a quarter, it's coming up to 10 to 9. So what we'll do is we'll go back to Billy. Maybe we'll have one last song. And I'm actually hoping to go for a swim this evening. You know, I'm going to go out to the beach and get a swim in before the sun goes down, you know. So we'll finish it up around 9 o'clock. I think I've got everybody. I'm not too sure if I missed anybody. I'm very sorry about that. But we'll go back to Billy and Karen. And Billy, are you with us?
Yeah, absolutely. No, we're always with you, dude. We're always with you. Yeah.
Ah, good man. Good man.
I like the Holy Spirit, you know, we're always with you, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to give us another song to round us all off.
Yeah. So I want to sing a nice, happy little song just to send you all off to swimming with. And Noel, I hope the water's nice and warm for you. I mean,
yeah, me too.
You're a braver man than I, believe me. Yeah. There's a little song called The Bumblebee. And it's a song about a bumblebee, and it doesn't matter what's going on in life, no matter who's killing each other or who's at war with each other, the little bumblebee gets up and he goes about his business every day, and he just lands on flower and goes from flower to flower and just keeps pollinating them and making things beautiful. So, and that's what life's supposed to be about, is meeting people and going from person to person and just making things beautiful. So this is a little song called The Bumblebee, okay? Well, I made up my mind today. There ain't nothing gonna get in my way. We'll be doing just fine, drinking red wine on the Champs-Elysees. Gonna kick back and throw up the shoes. I'm gonna smile when I'm singing the blues. And we shake neath the trees in the warm summer breeze. 'Cause honey, I've paid my dues. Hey diddle dee, I'm as happy as a big old bumblebee. Today's my day, there ain't nothing gonna get me down. Hey diddle, cock-a-doodle-doo, there's colors in the rainbow other than blue. Just open your eyes and let the sun come shining through. Well, I don't gotta worry or care. Kind of feels like I'm walking on air. And if you're going my way, well, you know what they say. Well, maybe I'll see you there. But I don't got no clue where I'm going. Kinda heading which way the wind's blowing. Gonna laugh, gonna sing, gonna do my own thing. Destination never known. Hey diddle dee, I'm as happy as a big old bumblebee. Today's my day, there ain't nothing gonna get me down. Hey diddle, cock-a-doodle-doo, just colors in the rainbow other than blue. Just open your eyes and let the sun come shining through. Yeah, life is just a sequence of dreams. You're like a rabbit lost in days and have-beens. And if you go the wrong way, well, you know what they say. It's never quite as bad as it seems. 'Cause worry is a prayer for doom. But if you don't grow, you never can bloom. Yeah, life can be tough, but you'll be dead long enough. So honey, I changed my tune. Hey diddle diddle, hey diddle dee, I'm as happy as a big old bumblebee. Today's my day, there ain't nothing gonna get me down. Hey diddle diddle, cock-a-doodle-doo, there's colors in the rainbow other than blue. Just open your eyes and let the sun come shining through. One more time, come on. Hey diddle diddle, hey diddle dee, I'm as happy as a big old bumblebee. Today's my day, there ain't nothing gonna get me down. Hey diddle diddle, cock-a-doodle-doo, there's colors in the rainbow other than blue. Just open your eyes and let the sun come shining through. Yeah, open your eyes and let the sun come shining through.
Hello, Billy. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, folks.
That's fantastic.
Great seeing you all again tonight. I mean, absolutely fantastic seeing you all tonight. And I, again, can't get over the amount of talent that we've had on here tonight, Noel, and the beautiful poems. I mean, God, there's been some fantastic poems there tonight.
No, the poetry was fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and you know, yeah, it was just great. It was just great, and I love poetry, and it's great having poets come on, and great having yourself come on, and you know, it's the middle of summer. I know a lot of people are on holidays and stuff like that. We'll be on again for the equinox, which is I don't want to think too far ahead, but it'll be September the 21st. So hopefully we'll get a big gang of people on for September the 21st. You know. And I think everybody, you know, we've had 2 years in lockdown without getting out too much. So far this year, you're going to love this, Billy. So far this year, I had 3 weeks in Mexico with a friend of mine up the mountains who teaches TM to the indigenous Indian Zapotec Indians and Mesotec Indians. I had 2 weeks in Romania on a TM course that was called, there's a course in Russia, there's one in Ukraine, and there's one in Romania. So I went to the one in Romania. I had an Ayurveda course, which I did in Slovenia and passed my exams earlier on in the year in March, I think it was. And I also had a week in Spain, walking in the hills in Spain. So I'm really making up for all the lost time that happened, you know. So I encourage everybody to get out there. We've been locked up for 2 years, so make sure you get out there, enjoy the summer. The weather's quite good here in Ireland. I know it's getting very warm on the continent, but I think in the UK, the weather's meant to be quite good as well. You probably you'll have to walk everywhere because you can't take the trains by the sounds of things by the 6 o'clock news tonight, you know. So get out and enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the weather and absolutely make the best of the weather. You can nearly take the words of wisdom from Billy's song there, going from flower to flower, from person to person, and spreading your joy around the place. So that's what life is all about. I'd like to say a big thanks to my dad for coming on this evening. Might have been a bit tough for him coming on. Probably the first time coming on without my mom, but thanks a million. I won't ask him to talk. I think he's disappeared off the screen actually. So, but a big thank you to my dad for coming on this evening. A big thank you to everybody that came on. We'll be in touch with you soon. We probably won't do so much over July and August. We'll give everybody a chance to have a break and enjoy the summer. But we will be back with a vengeance in the autumn because we have a brand new Ayurveda course coming up and many different options of an Ayurveda course coming up as well. And we will keep everybody in touch and in tune with all of that. So have a great summer. Enjoy yourselves. A big thank you to all of the people who came on this evening. Reshma's probably gone from India. The Gandharva Ved music was fantastic. Maybe we'll organize a Gandharva, a Zoom concert or one in person at some stage. And to Billy and Karen for coming on and all the poets and everything like that, you know. So fantastic, everybody. Enjoy the summer. Namaskar. Take care, everybody. And we'll be in touch with everybody soon. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening. Bye-bye. 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 Oh, Raj, sorry, Raj. You want to say something? Yeah.
No. Just have a wonderful summer. Thank you so much. And go out, swim. I hope Billy get a dip as well. So yes, everybody go enjoy the summer. Have a wonderful summer. And we'll come with more stuff in autumn. Thank you.
Dr. Brennan didn't make it on. I didn't see him joining, so he must be still on his course, but he sends his regards to everybody and we'll be talking to him tomorrow. And I think Dr. Cicelli came on, so I think she was at the yoga day, so she's there as well. I'm not sure about Dr. Eid. Maybe Dr. Cicelli wants to say, wish everybody a happy summer. Hi, Dr. Cicelli.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So sorry for the delay, but whatever I listened, it was wonderful. Thank you for participating, everyone. And
you were at the yoga day, were you?
Yes, I was at the yoga day at Herbert Park, and even Ambassador had visited there.
Okay.
So it was a lovely evening today. Thank you to the weather as well in Dublin today.
Yeah,
so
very nice. Very nice.
It was very nice, yeah. Okay. And have a lovely summer, everyone. And take advantage, go out, as what Noel and Dr. Raj mentioned. So enjoy your day, enjoy your summer.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, everybody, that's it. That's great. We'll be in touch with you all soon. I'll send the recording of this out so people can go back over it. Big thank you to everybody that contributed this evening and everybody coming on. So namaskar, everybody. Thank you.
Namaste. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.